Welcome back to the studio, everyone, and to the launch of a brand new video series called Songs from the Studio. In this series, we're gonna write, record, and film as much of the process as possible and kind of make a mini docu-series for each song. We'll bring in different musicians and artists to record with us. Sometimes we'll set limitations on the recording process just to see how that affects our creativity. But the goal here is just to write, record, and film as much music as we possibly can this year. Because at the end of the day, that's what all this recording stuff is about, making music. Our first episode number 1. This is a fun one. We set a big limitation. We recorded everything using one mic, the Mic Parts V251. So there's one mic on the drums, one mic for everybody's parts. And that was the only thing mic-wise that we used. We used tons of outboard gear to try to create, just an interesting vibe. But it's all done with one microphone. We have a great cast of musicians joining us for this first song. I'm really excited about this. Please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. And lastly, I have to apologize for the audio just for the first portion of this episode because the drummer forgot to plug the microphone into the camera. His pay has been docked and video privileges removed. Won't happen again. All right, everybody, let's get to the music. We're going to record this entire song with this Mic Parts V251. We're going to have some piano, go to focus. We're going to have some guitar. Yeah, gotta have bass. Without bass, you don't really have a song. And then we're going to have some drums. Yeah. And right now, it's out of focus.
And the drummer is actually going to read from that chart on the piano.
Yes.
Oder Präludiert und Fugen durch alle Tone und Semitone. Yeah, it's very Motown.
Got a tiny drum set, a 20, 12, 14, and a dead snare. Small cymbals. We got the good old Fender bass. This thing is awesome.
With the sponge.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with the sponge?
It's the Bob Babbitt sponge. Bob Babbitt being the understudy for James Jamerson, but didn't have strings that were a million years old. So he used the sponge to deaden the strings to get that James Jamerson bass tone.
Aren't you the one that pointed out we were... one more. We have time. And then I think...
Well, yeah, we're going for drums, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I almost got it.
Both of those were really close in a lot of ways, and it's gonna sound different hearing the compression. So let's just do one more, and then I think I'm cool. Punch! Because I have to go to the... I'm just gonna do 2 ride. That's what I was getting hung up on. All right, same thing, same place. Do we get it? Okay. All right, so our mic setup is the single mic. It's basically pointed kind of right at the beater where the beater hits the kick. So it's splitting everything, and it's not very high. I mean, we are, from the snare, it's literally about 2 stick heights up. It's not very high at all. The big thing about this and the hard part is I am playing really quiet. We're letting the compressor and the EQ and everything do all the work to kind of create that sound. We're not being subtle. Our sound is going to be baked in, so I'm going to pump that into my my headset, and I'm gonna really have to listen to how the cymbals and everything are, and then the mix is all in my hands, which is tricky because literally it's like everything is down, playing really soft to get that tone. But it's cool. This mic is nice. It picks up the cymbals nice. It's, we're getting a nice kind of thick sound.
All right, so for the drums, we're going Trident mic pre, and as an insert, we have the Successor, and doing, probably like 3, actually hitting it
Pretty hard, actually,
yeah.
right?
So you can really hear it in the snare. Just get that clack in there from those VCA type. Right?
Sounds pretty cool too.
I get that a lot, but the look on my face says that there's something wrong, and there really isn't, because I cranked the drums so I can really hear the drums. At first maybe it was like a residual look of not rightness. Let me find my look of resolution. So what you saw was like a 5-chord face, but I already moved back to the 1 chord. Yeah, let's give it a try.
Playback of bass tracks. Bass amp is the Polytone Mini Brute 3, which is one of my favorite freaking bass amps. And we have the mic, it's about 8 inches off the ground. We did put some carpet down, and as you can see, we got the 2 baffles, and Delilah's got her rubber chicken. And we're about 11 inches out. We did a few little tests with it close up, moved it back about 2 feet. We did cardioid and figure 8, and we settled on just good old-fashioned cardioid about 11 inches away from the amp. And it's just, there's no pedals, just the Menno's fantastic sounding jazz bass right into the amp, into that kick-ass mic. And it's a pretty cool bass tone.
So the bass is running through the Heritage mic pre, and there's a little bit of mid-range in there that you're pushing a little bit, and going from there to the Successor and compressing probably like 4 dB something, right? Oh yeah, here I have to arpeggiate. Totally forgot it. So this is not the. This is. Yeah.
Where do you want me to start yet?
Just in the start of the solo. Sorry, on the anticipated.
On the chorus?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I forgot I have to arpeggiate here.
2 bars.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. All right.
2 bars cool?
Yep.
All right, here we go. with the solo. Let's do it. Let's do some soloing. What do you say? What do you say? All right, 2 bars cool?
Yep.
All right, here we go. That wasn't bad.
It's fine with me.
See, and that's why I think it shouldn't be the guitar.
Yeah.
So we should trade literally
Uh-huh.
back and forth because it'll completely open up.
Yeah.
But we'll keep it there. Through, we used 2 different guitars. So you had this one.
Yeah. So Super Strat with 2 humbuckers and a Floyd non-floating Floyd Rose, which is kind of big deal. And I used splitter for one of the clean parts, so this becomes a single coil. And
Yeah,
then
so we kind of used everything that guitar
and then I have
could
a Les Paul that I used for the main dirty chorus.
Yeah,
And
and that was straight in. We ended up not using any pedals actually. We'll
Exactly.
go through the amp in a second.
Yep. Yeah. So pretty much clean. And now for the solo, we'll add a little glove just to thicken it up. And yeah, that should be it.
That's the OD glove. That is. Let's zoom in there.
Okay, signal chain for the guitar. We got the Heritage Audio HA73, and that goes into the Successor. Also,
So literally everything has been the HA73 into the Successor. All the guitars,
Yes.
the bass, except for the drums, and that
Yes.
was the Trident
Yes.
into the Successor.
exactly. So yeah, it's a pretty consistent choice and sounds amazing. We wanted a pretty clean original tone, and that's why this Homeyer just does the job. And the only thing that I changed for the very clean guitar, I just backed off the pre-gain and cranked the master. So this was just used for the more distorted tone. And yeah, I mean, it's whistle clean. And there's the 251 from
About 2 feet.
Yep, that's about.
Let's see if I can come up on the
And
side here.
and with the compression, it just grabs a little bit of the room, so we got all natural reverb. It's great. Okay, so here on the acoustic, we have the 251 mic pointing about the 15th fret between 12 and 15. So we're staying away from the hole, and it sounds pretty neat. Holy macaroni.
So the signal chain for the acoustic, we went back to the console pre because the Trident sounded awesome. So it's just in channel 1 with I have the EQ on, just cutting out 50 hertz. Not doing any other EQ, it's just the mic to the Trident pre. And guess what? It's also running down into the Successor. So literally every instrument we've done has gone through the Successor, and we've either used the Trident or the HA73. So I think it sounds great. The acoustic is nice and chimey and crystal clear.
Start me 4 bars before the E. Because I think I lost it, like the 2nd or 3rd bar of the E of the tag. I think I lost it a little. Fucking tambourine, this isn't easy to keep solid, and my technique is horrible. I'm playing with my whole arm. Punch me in right before the E. Cool. All right, last chorus.
Thank you all for joining us for episode 1. I hope you enjoyed it. New episodes are going to go up on Tuesday, so please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a note. Have a good day, everyone.